Another week, another video. Note to self, 5th week, no videos. So I'm changing things up right now. Drats. Today we're going to talk about something that I do a lot at work. Now I work at a pediatric outpatient clinic, and most of my clients are under the age of 8. I have a few clients that are 3 years or under, and typically, for the most part, these kiddos don't talk. So how does an SLP, speech-language pathologist, communicate with these little ones? Well, we go to another language. This video is going to contain most of the signs and gestures I use with my clients. Now, big disclaimer, I am not fluent in ASL. I am not an ASL teacher. I do not teach grammar of ASL. I do not teach anything. I use ASL as a means for communication, especially early communication. I only use a few signs in my practice. A few signs that I use are true ASL signs. Some of them are modified, and some of them I may have made up. I don't know, because again, I'm not fluent in ASL. So who knows? I mainly work with young children, so I also need to be considerate of childhood development, the milestones, and what's lagging behind. If you're in this category, please think of these things as well. First of which is the midline. The midline is just a vertical line through your body. It's not actually there, but it's basically two symmetrical sides. For very young children, it is hard to cross the midline. Going towards the middle happens, but if there's a cross like this, it's usually on accident. Again, it's not impossible. It's just difficult to purposefully do it. Expectations, the correct production, and approximates. Just like learning a new language, young children need time, practice, and they're not going to get it correct the first few times. They're going to get what's called approximations, which means it's close and similar, but not the exact sign. And this is okay. Basically, the disclaimer is, please do not expect perfection the first time. All good things come in time. Well, at least that's the phrase that I'm used to hearing all the time, so I don't know if it's actually 100% true, but in this case it is. Please do not teach all signs at once. Think about what is most important, start there, and then introduce signs as your little one gets more comfortable with signs. More. More is essentially a classic sign, meaning a lot of individuals use this sign when teaching a little one. Fingertips come together, fingers come to midline. You can do it once where they touch, or you can have them touch each other twice. Some common approximations that I have seen are the claps, or as best as you can with clap, or making fists and bringing the fists together in any variation. More. All done. All done is basically essentially the opposite of more in this case. All done is hands flat, hands in front of you, and moving them to the side as if pushing something away. This also can be done in repetition. So all done, all done. Some approximates that I have seen and I know of people using is doing this with one hand or pushing things down instead of to the side. All done. Play. Play is making a Y with your hand, if you know your alphabet in sign language, and shaking your wrist. Play is a fun one because that's how a lot of children learn. It's through play. Approximations that I have seen And I use making Y with both hands and shaking both. Sometimes there is an index finger and they shake this. Sometimes kids put up one, sometimes two fingers, sometimes just the thumb, and they end up shaking their hand that way. Play. Eat. Eat is a highly motivating word. Eat is made with the fingertips together and then the hand fingertips first going towards the mouth. Eat. Again, this is a very highly motivating sign because it involves food, usually. Some variations or approximates that I have seen with eat is a palm going to the mouth or just the fingertips going to the mouth. Eat. If you have any questions about signs, there are plenty of resources on the internet. Please make sure it's reputable. Please make sure it's reputable. If you have any questions, please comment below. I hope you found this video informational, actually. Enjoy, stay safe. I'll see you next week. I work at a pediatric outpatient center. Wow. Let's do that one again. Expectations, the correct production, and wow.